You need in the criminal statute, not the civil statute. You need intent, right?
Right.
So, yes.
Do you
so
think Erica Kirk had anything to do with Charlie Kirk's death? Assassination? Any, like, do you think she could be behind any scandal?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Apparently, there's been a couple of things.
Of course, there's stupid fuckers out there that are going to say shit like
someone
that.
by the name of Candace Owens or something like that.
Yeah, she's a journalist.
But if they were friends with Charlie Kirk, I guess they were really good friends. I guess I don't know.
No way she did that. Bet you're going to get stupid people out there that are going to say anything. You know?
I mean, it'd be really awful if it is true. But I'm just saying it would be a very
well,
awful.
I can think of other things. Jeez.
Oh my goodness,
this?
you're complete.
No, this. What if Charlie Kirk was pedophile?
You're glad you're missing the point. Look. Oh my gosh, no. A white.
Let's say something awful about it. There's always that stuff.
I meant as a wife and a husband. Like, if it was, it would still be sad.
You're
That's
really
all it
pissing me
meant.
off today. Yeah, you went on a long tangent.
That's all I meant.
As a wife and a husband, like if it was, it would still be sad. That's all it meant.
I'm criticizing the person that came forward with that suggestion.
That's
Okay, that
is what
a wife did
that is what I'm
like,
being
salty
facetious.
it's sad.
Facetious about.
Got it.
I mean, let's say some bad
And I
things
think the
about
only
them.
person I started hearing from was who apparently was with.
Towards.
That's why I was at.
And I think the only person I
mean, a couple of people. Plus, they said she's got a new
was
friend now. So
friends
I don't
with
know.
Charlie. That's why I was at.
CNN news all day long. They're going to talk about
Well, no, that's what. No,
felonies,
I mean, a couple of
pedophiles,
people have said it.
murder.
Plus, they've said she's got a new
You know?
boyfriend now. So I don't know.
You go over
I'm
on that
just.
side of the equation.
But I'm not. You
No.
are. I don't
I'm
know
saying,
on that side.
I'm saying that's where it's coming from.
No. You
Realize that that's where it's coming from.
Well, no, that's not where I'm coming from.
This kid,
No, you know.
If it was his
I'm coming
wife,
from.
my goodness, you're going on a wild man.
Oh no, I just simply said it would be
saying that.
very sad if it
You're
was his
giving
wife that had
credence
anything
to
to
it.
do with it.
Well, no,
That's
it
all
would
I
be very
meant.
bad.
My goodness, you're
And
going wild
I can't,
tangent.
and I cannot, condone, oh my gosh, what's her name?
And can
This
condone
just don't work. She want to be alone. As a widow worker. I get it. I mean, for most I understand. I understand people would say that. But they experience the things we do.
well,
And stuff doesn't. What's grief, right? Oh, okay, that's correct.
here's the thing. So she
no, I don't know. It just
how long is she?
situation. Very young. Erica's how old is she? 30.
32.
Okay, I became so she's gone through the same and whether it's finally it's working. My goodness. Piece of her statement, and some of them like she's evil, like that's kind of creepy. Like so, I don't know the context of much of what. No, no. I'm playing a game. I was just asking.
Yeah. The organization as Charlie was still part of the organization. She's leading the organization. So
Is this the last of it?
yeah.
Will you go grab that bite, please? Thanks, please. Yeah, right? There you go. No, you're gonna have to run it. My hands are too sticky.
Yeah, that's what I had.
No. Go in there. It's rolled. I mean,
The money.
rest.
Then it should not go after those individuals. Thank you so much for your time. I'll let you for the next question. Thank you. Thank you very much. Who has a disagreement? Anybody? We have a Trump hat, rainbow shirt. How about you? So, yeah, I'm kidding. Really extreme. No, I'm giving you a hard time. Thank you, and everyone please be respectful.
Minneapolis 29.
I have a question for you. So, as a Christian, how do you justify campaigning for someone who espouses civilly lives with homosexual abuse?
Well, first of all,
I am
conservatives believe that that was like a must.
Strips.
So the main accuser is a woman by the name of that on air. Anderson Cooper said this is not a this is the Bible. Yes, the question is
Sure about that.
okay. Well, David would be the most. Uriah was
Uriah.
Yep.
commander. Uriah had a wife, very beautiful by the name of Bathsheba.
And David took her.
Bathsheba woke up one day and was very provocatively showering for all to see. And David lustfully said, "I am." In fact, not only did he say, "Did you want that?" He then took Uriah to the front lines of a battle to then basically saying, "I'm going to kill her." Samson is found in the book of Hebrews in the Hall of Faith. Samson lived such a colorful life that God came to him when he was in it, but God called Samson for a purpose greater than his. He used the jaw of the donkey to go kill, thousands of Philistines. for all the individual males, but let's use reason. Can I be a little provocative on this for a second, guys? Okay, and I'm gonna try to prove you wrong using a little bit, and I'm gonna be politically incorrect. Is that okay? All right, okay. So let me understand this. Here's the world's wealthiest man, one of the world's wealthiest. He's got a show on the NBC. He's literally married to a supermodel. He can have any woman in the world, and I'm supposed to leave at 2 p.m. and in a and rapes E. Jean Carroll, who's a supermodel, and risks his entire, of which there is no accusation for 20 years, but he pops up on the president, and all of a sudden she says, this guy raped me, even though I can't remember the day, the year, two.
So long until 2022.
But she did not voice the accusation publicly until they ran for president. Good by Democrat donors. Thirdly, this is such a superfluous conversation. These United States, we won. The Americans saw this and did not care. That's a legitimate question. Pardoning is a legitimate question. Everyone should be pardoned.
Okay, here is my answer about that. My father is a police officer. So if you're saying that someone injures him or kills him,
Actually, that's not my position. My position is.
the position is
Allow me to finish. I said everyone should be pardoned, but not because of what they're doing, because they were deprived of. And here's the kicker: that the January in particular made his defendant go watch videos saying that MAGA is brainwashing you, and say go unbrainwash yourself before the trial. A complete violation of the 5th, 6th, and 7th Amendment. What I'm getting at, though, is that if you have, would you agree with the premise that if the tree is rotten, the fruit will be rotten?
So I want to know if you think that what they did, in your opinion, is that right or wrong?
Well, it depends. So they were only peacefully started a cat. One second.
Please just yes.
Peacefully.
Yes.
Well,
Do you agree that is a good thing that they did, or a bad thing?
Can I?
Yes or no?
You
can answer yes or no.
Well, yes, and I'm answering it. Yes, because not everybody did that. So, for example, Siaka Massaquoi took 3 feet into the cat. Got it. So, but however, I think what happened on January 6th was a lot of stuff I don't support. However, they were treated so terribly by our own government as political prisoners. Here is the truth. Even if you go do something as evil as shoot up a school, you deserve 5th, 6th, and 7th Amendment. January 6th defendants did not get their basic constitution. They literally had to sleep on the the DC jail as January 6th. You look at these pictures, they had to go sleep. It was very simple. This was a statement towards the justice. You guys did not treat these people, some of which did very things, with basic constitutional due process rights. There was a wiping the slate clean saying, who does the grossest thing, but have the same presumption of innocence of somebody who did have That's the position of the party.
So exactly what you just said to me. If someone shoots up a school, they should be pardoned.
No. I say if someone shoots up a school, they deserve a lawyer. If someone shoots up a school, as if someone runs a traffic light. This is a basic human right. And these January 6th defendants did not have their human rights respected by the Biden Department of Justice. That is what these pardons are all about. It's not about the merits of what they did or did not do. Many of which, by the way, is largely exaggerated because 1,000 people peacefully walked into the people's house, said prayers, took pictures, and walked out. And the FBI sent on them as if they're drug criminals and cartel men. And many of them did absolutely nothing. They were people to the Capitol. Many of the police officers that part of the, would you like to look in this part of the Capitol? By the way, how many police officers were actually killed on that day?
Is it peaceful to
Zero.
hurt a police officer? Is that what you're
I
saying?
don't support.
You're saying it's peaceful to hurt police officers.
Only a couple dozen out of the
that they
1,800.
have for the rest of their life. That's peaceful.
36 individuals out of 1,800 criminal indictments actually laid hands on a police officer.
But they should be pardoned.
Because not because of what they did or they were accused of, because somebody that he did not know was a police officer. He was facing 15 years in federal prison and never had an opportunity because his lawyer sucked and the judge hated him and he was never given due process or the opportunity to look at what is a very basic constitutional right with all of the January 6th footage, which many of which is still under siege. Part of it is actually a part of saying our justice system will never be perverted for political gains against the attacking of police officers. I am saying we must keep the American justice system the best on the planet, unlike what Joe Biden and Merrick Garland did the last 4 years.
You're invited to join Phoenix Energy's next webinar, where they currently offer 2 investments.
Thank you.
I have another question.
Okay.
So, how many phases are in the menstrual cycle? Do you know?
How did I miss him?
Well, I'm not a woman, so enlighten me.
So there's 4 stages of the menstrual cycle. Okay, ovulation, put in one order. Menstruation, copula, ovulation, and the luteal phase. During which of these phases can a woman be pregnant? When can she get
During ovulation.
and yes. Menstrual cycle before.
No.
Okay, great. So, knowing and you just saying, I know the phases of the menstrual cycle, which I don't blame you for, you don't have to. So then, knowing this, you don't know anything about the female reproductive system of women and women's rights.
Are men allowed to have opinions on abortion?
You can have opinions on abortion, but what I'm saying is, how are these men going to create this legislation?
Got it. So, well, men are allowed to have opinion on moral.
Right.
And they
Or educated on the female reproductive system. So they can.
So, if I don't know everything intimately about the female reproductive system, sit down and shut up, you're a man.
No, that's not what I'm saying. You can have an opinion.
That's not
It's alright if you have an opinion. I'm saying it's not alright if you don't understand how the female reproductive
Okay, so
system.
let's pop quiz. When does heart beats begin for babies in utero?
Have you ever eaten an egg before? That's yes or no. Have you ever eaten an egg before? You scrambled a full chicken?
Hold on. You understand it takes an egg to be fertilized?
Right.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah. So
Make it.
well,
that
so
a baby?
since we're in pop quiz on like human development, so when exactly do heart rates begin in utero?
You know that, but you don't know the
Hold on, no, because you tell me when.
I don't know.
Okay, you don't know.
No.
So wait, hold on. So you know more about the woman reproductive system than you do?
I am a woman, so yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, but the point being. Both go back and forth, but like independent trivial things reproductive system, but here's something God wrote this on the human heart individual. It says in the book of Romans. No, deep down, it's a baby. Get us out. What is it then?
It is an embryo, which is not a baby.
Well, okay, so it's a fertilized embryo.
Correct. Which
Right.
is not a baby.
So at what point does it become a baby?
When it is born.
Oh,
I don't agree with abortions.
well,
Abortions.
hold on, but you said it becomes a baby.
All right,
Why would you
now.
have an embryo? So embryo rights?
No rights on
But then where would you draw a line for and why? I remember what?
medical reasons.
No, that's not the question. That's not the question.
Just ask me why would I not have abortion rights for medical reasons?
Okay, so at 29 weeks, the baby is nearly fully developed, can recognize the mother's voice, has a heartbeat, has brain waves. Is it okay to abort that baby?
I don't like it's not okay, but you're gonna say it's okay to have an abortion then. Like I don't understand what you're trying to say. It's not okay to have an abortion ever. How
Correct.
like
Yes.
weeks in.
Correct. No abortion. Correct.
Why?
Because your life started at.
It did not. It did not.
Well, hold on. So who are you as an individual? From your skin color to your eye color to your dislikes, from your temperament to your everything. Egg and sperm meeting. That's where your journey. And so from that point in particular, life begins. Not at birth, not at first words, not at first steps, but when your DNA, which is who you actually are. You are your DNA. Every one of your is coded X or XY, coded with all of your characteristics and attributes that God, we believe God individually curated for the rest of your life. 8 weeks or 10 weeks. It happens. That conception.
What happens if you need a medical abortion? If the mother
Okay.
will die, she's not gonna live.
So the only place. This is very important by cesarean section. Cesarean sections, right? This is cesarean section.
C-section?
Yeah, well, why wouldn't we just put the baby up by C-section instead of terminating it?
Because if the mother will die, it's not safe
But
to do
you
that.
remove the baby.
I understand.
Correct.
I know what a C-section
But it's actually safer than an abortion. So every time they say this is for you guys, they say, oh, you need to have abortion for medical reasons. Respond, then have a
C-section. What if you are on your deathbed? You need to have an abortion right now.
and a C-section saves both lives. A C
You're dead. You just said it.
no. Hold on a second. You're saying the baby's already dead, but it isn't an abortion, right? Then you're talking about a removal of a carcass, which is a completely different
You're
method.
saying that's okay.
If you're removing a carcass of a baby, that is not an abortion. Definition.
Same process.
No, it's completely different. During an abortion, they actually inject spine with cyanide poisoning as the baby squirms and finds its mother, and it is spinning for air of life. Of woman reproductive health. We are allowing babies every single year to just say, you know, we're going to discard them. Why? Oh, they're humans. You're using dehumanizing language, saying, oh, it's an embryo. No, that's a baby. Made in the image of God, protection.
Those children, once they're born,
Okay, so now we've transitioned to, like, what do you do with the kid? Glad we're past the other. Put them twice as many people.
so you want to send a child into an orphanage?
To make it easier to be able to adopt, number one. Number two, there's no such thing as a wanted child. Number three, it is never right to justify the mass elimination or termination of people guys of saying they're unwanted. to get off this. That's how we get the greatest horrors of the 20th century. Those
Wrong for saying what I said. Go right ahead.
It's the moral difference between a small baby in the womb and a grown Jew who was killed at Auschwitz. What's the moral difference? One is what species is the baby in the womb?
It's a human. But
Therefore, they should have human rights.
No,
They should have human rights.
I do not agree.
Oh, so no human rights. Grown humans.
A small human is an embryo.
You just said.
Human it's not a child.
But the slightest questioning, but our position is one rooted not in feelings, not in personal autonomy, biological consistent realities. That your life had an agreed upon starting point. That starting point should be protected and preserved. And the excuses given for abortion is, oh, it's just an embryo. Guys, that's different language to justify the massacre of something smaller than you. That's all that it is. So here are the big objections. Size. It's smaller than me, then I should be able to get rid of it. I'm 6'5", should I be able to murder people smaller than me? Of course not. We don't believe that.